intense emotions arise to get us to summon more of our own energy. We get pressed, get a little pressure. That wellspring of hopelessness we call rock bottom, right? Get to these rock bottom spaces and we end up having to summon more energy than we thought we had access to. I'm strong, but this is pressing. I feel depressed, like this is a lot. I feel overwhelmed. I'm ready to quit. Well, you've reached a space, a sacred space that's requiring you to summon more of your own energy. Within the personal development field, they always talk about this space. When they say success is like 2 or 3 steps after you already want to quit. It's just 2 or 3 steps after that. It's going to make you want to quit first. And then 2 or 3 steps later, things open up for you. This is you reaching this emotional point where you're having to force yourself to summon more of the energy that you didn't know you had. You didn't know you had it because you felt like quitting. So we're going to get you to that point where you feel like you want to quit. And then you got to truck on 2 or 3 more steps to show you have that resilience, to show that resolve is there. There's more. But you got to get to that point first where it hurt a little bit. It's like maxing out lifting weights. You lift weights and get to a point where you feel like you can't press no more comfortably, and you have to summon more energy to pump out a couple more reps. This is expanding your capacity. This is what that is about. Expanding your capacity to do more reps. You got to get to the point where you feel like you can't do no more in order to summon the energy to pump out a couple more. You got to get to that point first, a couple times, to summon that energy. Now, here's the thing about these sacred spaces of us having to pump out a little more energy, or summon energy that we didn't know we had. Because we all, we done melted into ourselves, and we're in depression mode, and the light's off, and we don't want to do nothing. We can't eat. Such and such done went wrong. It feels like hell, and I can't go no more. We telling ourselves all this stuff that we can't go no more. That's it. I'm over. That's it. Fuck it. I can't do ascension no more. This is too much. I've been doing this. I've been working hard. I've been 20 years. I got kids. I got this. I got that. This, that space, that desperation. When you get backed up in a corner and you're emotionally done, there's more energy. This situation was necessary in order for you to access that energy. You've reached the energetic gateway to summon more energy. Amongst this space, you clear traumas because you're having to dig deeper. Through you digging deeper, there's a release of all this caught up energy in your energy field because you're having to dig deeper. Not only do you clear drama, you clear traumas. All the lighter stuff that happened before, all the little petty things that done jumped off before, you let that stuff go because this hurt more than all that stuff. So you clear all that stuff because that ain't a big deal no more. You got this going on and it's intense right now. So you clear those traumas and then you got this one. Trying to get over this hump. You're having to summon more energy to get over this hump. And you do. Or you will. Here's the thing about that space. The mind identity, the ego mind, will attempt to somehow convince you that you're a victim, feeling you've done something wrong. I thought I was doing it right. I thought I was healing. I already did this before. What's going on? What's going on? I thought I was doing it right. What's and we get, like I said, we get into defense mode. We start asking questions and pleading and begging and, feeling, like I said, we feel backed in a corner. It's like, well, maybe it's karma from a previous lifetime. Maybe I'm clearing karma because I did some mess before. We start rationalizing based on our conscious awareness of the spiritual world and the way things work. We're attempting to rationalize and make sense out of the experience. And that ego mind, once again, it also, maybe it's just a test from God. God challenging me to be God, and God, it's like, nobody testing you. We don't test ourselves. We don't challenge ourselves either. None of that's true. You're not being tested. You're not being challenged. This is an experience of your own creation. You knew you could do it before you even started. So what you mean challenge or test? It's not true. You're having to summon more of your power. You're clearing traumas. Another thing that comes out of those experiences is you allowing access to a level of compassion not known to you before. When you're in those spaces, when you're in these spaces of just being burnt out and things not going your way, you get real nice real fast. You get real nice real fast. You get real compassionate real fast. Because it hurt. Yeah, it hurt. I know. It don't feel good. You're having to access a deeper level of compassion for everybody. In our waking lives, sometimes when we're doing good and things are okay, we're not in any physical pain, we get all, we get arrogant, we start judging folks. We're displaying a lack of compassion. Oh, they stupid. We start judging and projecting things because we're in a good space. When we're in a good space and things going our way and things popping, we feel good. And I told y'all, and this, we get all on our high horse, right? We're displaying a lack of compassion. Oh, why they ain't waking up? They stupid. They don't know this ascension and this. We get all arrogant. It's necessary for you to access a deeper level of compassion for your brothers and sisters. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's been plenty of times when you get on that. I've been on that hospital bed, nice as hell, because it hurt, and you want it to end. You want it to stop. We talked about this before. Arrogance is the forerunner of embarrassment. When you're displaying that arrogance or lack of compassion or lack of empathy for people, and you're criticizing and judging and calling people stupid and that ain't cool, and just judging people, projecting all this stuff. Like, it's like, all right. And it ain't necessarily something outside, like life ain't trying to get you, right? Because, mentally it's like, oh, well, karma gonna get you and life gonna get you, and that ain't it. But a deeper level of compassion is necessary for you to operate with on a daily basis. Unfortunately, sometimes life got to sting for some of us to display this type of compassion, this type of understanding. We start complaining and honking the horn at people that's driving because we scared and cutting us off and getting into arguments and getting all trippy and separation and feeling self-righteous and calling people stupid and degenerate and that ain't our people and you know what I mean, all this separation and so on and so forth. Sometimes life will get to stinging a little bit just so you can access a deeper sense of compassion. Once again, the more gentle you are with life, the more life is gentle with you. But it got to be in you. So we talked about this before too. We didn't get here because life been all peaches and rainbows and butterflies and hula hoops and crystals and dreads and locks and hammer pants and all that. We didn't get here because of that. We got here because it hurt enough. Had to go through quite a bit to respect peace, to respect love and healing and all of these things. Like, you got to get to go through the ringer a couple of times to respect this stuff. You had to have been without peace to respect peace, to know how valuable it is. You had to experience chaos and division and fighting and destruction to actually respect unity, to respect oneness, to honor oneness, to recognize all as family. You had to go through a couple things to recognize the opposite end of that, to choose peace and unity and family, and to be colorblind beyond all that division and high posting and the inferior and all that supreme race and so on and so forth. You had to go through some stuff. You got to not had no food to appreciate the money you got. Or the food that you have, the place that you sleep, to sleep outside, to actually respect having somewhere warm to lay your head. You had to have that. So once again, beloved, this ain't a group of people that just had this nice life and we all traveling the world and eating whatever awakened food to sea moss and all that. No, we had to go through some BS to recognize and respect these things. So we're not talking to followers. These ain't a group of followers and weak spiritual people. These humans that have been through some shit. So yeah, them dark nights of the soul and all that, it ain't that you done nothing wrong. But we're cultivating a level of compassion that allows us to accept everybody, to accept all beings, to have a sense of empathy, to observe the foolishness and the ignorance and all the other kind of stuff and not label people as negative and stupid and kids and all this other jazz, because we know what it's like to be there. And we recognize all of the experiences that came after all that, the pain that came after all that. Like, look, I ain't got nothing but love for you. I know what that is. I done had to go there. I know what it was, and it felt good to experience that. But you know what? I done experienced a little too much darkness to be sitting here judging you for it. Because I know I'm still here, and obviously that I'm here, I ain't finished yet. I'm still here, so guess what? I am not finished yet. So it'd be wise for me to tread lightly, to take my time, and I recognize I'm being observed, and everything I project out into my reality is coming back to me. And I know how much it hurts, so guess what? No, I'm good. I ain't mad at you. You got to do what you got to do. I feel you. You know what? We good. We good. No, thank you. We good. And obviously, if it ain't good, then it ain't hurt enough for you yet. I refuse to share horror stories on here, and I'm not. But God